Today, we're diving deep into 7 powerful habits that can completely transform your life in just 1 week. Yes, you heard that right. 1 week. Now, I know what you're thinking. Can my life really change in such a short time? And I get it. It sounds almost too good to be true. But these are not your run-of-the-mill tips. These are real, raw, and honest habits that I personally integrated into my routine. I went through the struggles, the breakthroughs, and the transformations, and the experience was nothing short of life-changing. What makes these habits special is that they go beyond just theory. They are practical, actionable steps you can begin implementing today. Whether you're aiming to boost your productivity, improve your mental health, or make positive changes in your everyday life, these habits will get you there. So grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive in. Trust me, you'll want to stick around until the end, because each habit will open a door to a better version of yourself. And I'll be sharing some personal stories and insights from my own journey, giving you a raw and honest look at how these habits worked for me. Let's begin. Habit 1. Waking up early. The first habit that changed my life was waking up early. Now, I'll be completely honest with you. I was never a morning person. My bed was my best friend, and I used to hit the snooze button more times than I care to admit. Mornings were chaotic, rushed, and I often felt like I was starting my day on the wrong foot. But then, something clicked. I realized that many of the most successful people shared one thing in common. They valued the early hours of the day. So, I decided to give it a try. The first few days were tough, dragging myself out of bed at 5 a.m. felt brutal. But by the third day, something incredible started to happen. I began to appreciate the quiet stillness of the early morning hours. It was like the world was mine before anyone else had woken up. With these extra hours, I found time for things I never seemed to have time for before: light exercise, meditation, planning my day. It was in those moments that I realized waking up early wasn't just about being more productive, it was about setting a positive tone for the rest of the day. As Marcus Aurelius once said, when you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. One morning, as I watched the sunrise from my balcony, I felt a profound sense of gratitude. The beauty of the moment brought peace to my mind and helped me start the day with clarity. Waking up early gave me more than just extra hours, it gave me purpose. It allowed me to start each day intentionally rather than reactively. If waking up early sounds impossible for you, start small. Try setting your alarm just 15 minutes earlier each day and gradually increase it. You'll be amazed by the control and clarity you gain over your day. Habit 2. Daily exercise. The second habit that transformed my life was daily exercise. Let me be upfront. I was not always the most active person. Like many of us, I found excuses. But once I committed to moving my body for just 20 minutes a day, everything changed. Exercise isn't just about building muscle or losing weight, it's about mental health. By the 4th day, I felt energized, less irritable, and more positive. I realized that exercise was my sanctuary, a time to disconnect from the world and reconnect with myself. The great Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "No great thing is created suddenly, any more than a bunch of grapes or a fig. If you tell me that you desire a fig, I answer that there must be time. Let it first blossom, then bear fruit, then ripen." This quote is a reminder that, like building strength through exercise, real growth and transformation take time. But every small step counts. Whether it's yoga, jogging, or a brisk walk, find something that resonates with you and commit to it daily. Habit 3. Journaling. Next up is journaling. At first, I thought journaling was only for those who had loads of free time or deep introspective personalities. But once I started, I couldn't stop. I realized that journaling is a way to untangle the web of thoughts and emotions we all carry around. Journaling allowed me to identify patterns in my behavior and thought processes, which was empowering. It became my personal therapy, where I could express my worries, joys, fears, and dreams without judgment. As Seneca said, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Journaling helped me turn that imagination into something productive, helping me sort through the clutter of daily life. One particularly powerful aspect was my gratitude journal. Every night, I'd list 3 things I was grateful for. This simple practice brought more positivity into my life and made me realize how much I had to be thankful for. Habit 4. Mindful eating. The 4th habit was mindful eating. In our fast-paced world, we often eat on the go, barely aware of what we're consuming. But by committing to mindful eating, I experienced food in a completely different way. It was like rediscovering food in high definition. I savored every bite, paying attention to the flavors, textures, and sensations. This shift in focus helped me realize that food is about nourishing the body, not just feeding it. It also taught me to listen to my body's signals, eating when I was hungry, stopping when I was full. It's amazing how a little mindfulness can change your relationship with food and your overall sense of well-being. Habit 5. Limiting screen time. Finally, let's talk about limiting screen time. This was a tough one for me, as I'm sure it is for many of you. We live in a digital world, and screens dominate our lives. But after setting boundaries on my screen time, I discovered something surprising. I had more time for the things that truly mattered: hobbies, self-reflection, and even real conversations with loved ones. By stepping away from screens, I was able to engage with the world more fully. My sleep improved, my mental clarity sharpened, and my stress levels decreased. The key is balance. We don't have to eliminate screens entirely, but being intentional about their use can lead to profound changes in our daily lives. These 7 habits, waking up early, daily exercise, journaling, mindful eating, and limiting screen time, it can transform your life, just as they did mine. Remember, transformation doesn't happen overnight. As the Stoic philosopher Zeno of Citium said, well-being is realized by small steps, but is truly no small thing. Start with one habit, integrate it into your life, and build from there. Over time, you'll notice how these small changes accumulate into something extraordinary. Let's keep growing, evolving, and turning our everyday routines into powerful moments of self-improvement.